Cause I'm back again. I'm reloaded.
What up, everybody? She got T Swin, man. Welcome to the library, where the books are kept and inside of the stories. My stories. Story time with T. And as always, man, as we like to start it off, if life is twisted for you, or you want to get twisted with Twisted Tea's Sweet Tea Whiskey. And as always, tradition now, gotta take a sip. Now let's get into the story, man. Wilding at Wendy's. Well, my first legal job as a young man was Wendy's. Man, I was trying to look for a job and I couldn't get one. One of my buddies, man, young dude, man, he's Mexican and Pakistani, man. He said, hey, man, you looking for a job? My dad's a manager over at Wendy's. You need a job, just holler at him, man. He's like, man, when we get out the school bus, come down there, I'll tell him. So I said, all right. Went home, got out of the school bus at the end of the day. Did my chores, man. Go down there, bought Super Nintendo games from him. So I already, met his mother and I used to see his mom all the time. I see his dad from time to time. And so I go down there to his apartment, boom, knock on the door. His dad brought me in, asked me some questions. He asked me, was I afraid to work? Was I a good kid and all that kind of stuff? Was it hard for me to pay attention and, follow instructions? I was like, nah. He said, all right, you had to fill out an application though. But yeah, you got the job. I'll let you know when to start. So man, that's how I got my first legal job. So man, I'm working at Wendy's, man. There was a couple other people from high school that worked there, but for the most part, it was grown people. Some people was in their 20s. Some people were high school dropouts. Some people was in their 30s. We had a gang of people. They was all cool, man. But if anybody ever worked fast food is like it's its own little soap opera. We had a 30-something-year-old black lady, with gold teeth in her mouth. Her name was Regina. She used to wear her shirt buttoned down, showing out her cleavage. She had a big old butt. And she used to get fresh with the young men. You know what I'm saying? I remember, man, I used to kind of be shy. Once you get to know me, I crack jokes and everything, I loosen up. But I used to be kind of shy when it came to the ladies. And so, man, she would come in there, man, she'd be slapping people on the butt, pinching you, grabbing you, rubbing herself up against you, be looking at you, and then unbuttoning her top button or something like that. So over time, I caught her one day, man. She was messing with me. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give her a taste of her own medicine. So she was in the freezer. They was getting. I think she was finna get ready to start making the salads that morning. So she in there. I go in the freezer. I close the door behind me. She like, hey Tony. She got her back turned. So I sneak up on her. I press my bite up again. I said, yeah, we in here by ourselves, man. So we can do what we've been trying to do. And I whispered in her ear. And she just froze up, man. She dropped that bag of lettuce and just ran out the damn freezer. After that, she ain't messing with me no more. But yeah, I grabbed her. And then, but it was a trip though, man. It was my first legal job. They first started me off flipping burgers. And you know me, I'm left-handed. But I do mostly everything right-handed. Throw a football, shoot a basketball right-handed. So I was ambidextrous I'm up there on the grill, flip. I got 2 spatulas. See, Kevin Gates got 2 phones, I got 2 spatulas. So man, I'm flipping my butt off. Now I'm kind of like an asset because anytime they got rush hour, they just throw me on the grill and I keep everything under control because everybody else is just one-handed. And so, and then they throw me on the grill. Then they have me in the back doing the dishes at the end of the night. I would do the cleaning, the mopping on the floor, clean the stove and all that, take all the trash out, break down the boxes and stuff, restock in the back. And then, but when it would start getting, get rush hour, Tony, we need you. I come to the front, boom, grab them 2 spatulas, get the flipping, flop, 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 flop. Ambidextrous over here. And so, man, it was a cool little job, man. I bought my little Jordans and stuff, you know. Bought my little jeans, my little polo, my jabos, you know what I'm saying? Got my hair braided or got my fade, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fat Rodney. Fat Rodney needs to cut me the Southside fade. Man. And but yeah, man, the managers were real cool. Of course, we had my boy Dave's dad. We had this lady named Monica. And then we had another lady, her name was Rhonda. Monica and Rhonda both lived an alternative lifestyle. And I think Rhonda had a girlfriend, a living girlfriend, and her girlfriend used to work with us too. She was a regular worker. But when she wasn't working, Rhonda and Monica used to go in the office and mess around. So they used to go in the back, we'd be on night shift, they'd be in our manager office with the door locked, messing around. You can hear them in there. Like I said, if you ever work fast food, it's a soap opera. All right? So then we had another cat, man, his name was Antonio. Now his name was Anthony. They used to call him Tony. I was like, hey, if your name ain't Tony, it's not Tony. My name is Tony. Ain't no Antonio, ain't no Anthony. It's just straight up Tony. So if your name Anthony, I'm gonna call you Anthony. But anyway, so we had him, and then we had Marilyn. Marilyn was pretty, man. Green eyes. She looked like a black Betty Boop. She had a shape on her. A lot of dudes come through the drive-thru and see her and shit. They burn out from the drive-thru and pull around and come on inside, try to holler at her. But man, I used to talk to her, man. She was pretty. I used to walk to work. I used to walk a bunch of miles to work, and I always was closed. And like out of all the people, Marilyn trusted me to count the money at night. She's like, you the only one I trust to count this money because I don't trust none of these other people. So she'll call me in the office and I'll count money with her. And man, she 20-something years old. My ass like 17. She telling me all her growing up problems. Her problems with her baby daddy, everything. You know, talking about how he a deadbeat and she got a little girl. And then when she found out that I used to walk a nice little ways to go home. After we close at midnight, I walk at nighttime. I walk back. I walk to work, walk home. She said, how you getting home? I said, I'm walking. She said, I'll drop you home. So I get in her car. She used to have a little, she had like a little Cavalier or a Chevy Geo. They don't make that no more. Yeah. It's either or, but it was a little small two-door Chevy car. And there'd be money all in the goddamn car. I'd be like, either she's stealing or she's stripping. But anyway, so she would take me home sometimes. She saw how far I lived. She said, you live this far? When you work with me, I'm driving you home. But we wind up. She take me home, and I wind up sitting in her car for an hour. And she asking me for like relationship advice. My ass in high school. But she would find those. I was just kicking it. And so one day, we had like some limited edition or some limited time only meal that we made. And it came with some like special tools, man, to like prepare. And so I'm in the back. They used to have me in the back washing dishes. So I'm in the back. I'm washing dishes, right? And we got a place for every tool, every utensil, everything gets stored in a specific place. So I asked her. She had the manager office right next to the sink in the back while I'm washing the dishes. So I said, hey, Marilyn. She said, yeah. She in there counting money. I said, hey, where you want me to put this at? She looked at me and she smiled. She go, you can put it anywhere you want to put it. I handles mine. And I look, I go, and then the light comes on. I was like, huh? I'm your teenage boy. Huh? What you say? No, say that again. What did you just say? And she take the door and she closed. You heard me? She closed the door and she locked it. I come on the door, beating on the door. Nah, did you just say put it anywhere? But yeah, man, it was a trip working up there. I had dudes, man. We had guys, man. They needed that job because they dropped out of high school, and that was like the only thing they could get. Of course, you got some people, man. No knock on them, but some of them was fresh out of prison, and that was their first job getting out. And you ask the people, they 30-something, man. They've been a regular employee. They didn't have no aspirations to be like manager or nothing. But I used to do a lot of crazy stuff while I was up there, man. I got my brother hide on. So we used to do a bunch of silly stuff on the camera. And man, I used to come in there, man. people be in the lobby, people getting ready to order their food. I go put a bunch of Band-Aids on my hand or something like that. And they be like, hey, Tony, you on sandwiches? I go put a bunch of Band-Aids on my hand. They're like my hand being all cut up. And then they like, oh, I got your order. All right, that's what you want. And then I come and then I start making the burger. And they see my hand got all these supposedly cuts on it because it's covered in Band-Aids. And people be looking like, oh, hell nah, I don't want, stop him. I don't want him making my burger. And then I just bust out. I say, I'm just playing, nothing wrong with me. I'm just joking around. I do something like that. Or one time I came in, Anthony, man, yeah, I got Anthony so many times. I got Anthony. I come in, man. I came to work with some Dickies on, some Chucks, a black coat, and a ski mask. I cut through the lobby. Everybody in the Wendy's get quiet. Anthony's at the cash register, man. He frozen. It's quiet as hell. Everybody just stopped like cooking. I walk in, cause the restroom right next to the entry door to behind the counter to go in the back, and you clock in at the register, right? Man, I walk in, I got the ski mask on, I got black gloves on, black chucks, black Dickies shirt, black coat. I'm looking like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, with a ski mask on. Man, I grab the door to get behind the counter. I swing it open real quick. Wow, swing it open. I walk through and I turn around and I clock in. Man, Anthony look like he shitted on himself. Then I take my ski mask off. I said, what's up, bro? And I go about my business. Man, there's people in the lobby. He works here? I was like, yeah. They're like, yeah, he works here. How can I help you, man? I take your order? And so, yeah. And man, I used to, what's crazy is that, man, I used to eat a triple with cheese every day. I used to eat a triple with triple cheese, a large Frosty, a spicy chicken sandwich with cheese. And since I was doing the dishes, I would eat all the fries and nuggets every damn night. Every night. I should have had a heart attack in high school. Every night. You got anybody know, but you can ask. I eat all the remaining nuggets and fries at night. They didn't throw that stuff away because I ate it. And as you can see, man, I ain't never been overweight in my life. But I used to kill that stuff. And every day that I worked there, I ate a triple with cheese and a spicy chicken with cheese and all the nuggets and fries at the end of the night. And one Frosty. And then I take food home for my family. But yeah, man, it was a cool group of people, man. And man, I went through a lot of stuff with them. And shoot, man. Of course, you got your regular stuff. I used to go to school with this one chick, man. Cause I used to have a crush on her. She used to try to give me the pay for her lunch. I was like, yeah, we already got a discount. We both got paid. You pay for your own damn lunch. You run that game on somebody else while your boyfriend come pick you up. I ain't finna spend my money on you. You out your mind. Anyway. But yeah, man, I had a good time. And I used to wild out like crazy, bro. And so I got a story to tell about one night. We there. And so, like, man, once I get comfortable with people, man, I crack jokes. You know what I'm saying? I crack jokes a lot. I loosen up. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm up front. It's getting close to, like, closing time. Well, it's getting closer. We closing down the dining area. So I'm up front, man. We all up front. It's slowing down. The only thing really popping is the drive-thru. So I'm cracking jokes, bro. Everybody rolling. We up front laughing like a mug. Anthony come up front. He laughing too, right? He said, you know what else is funny? Them damn dishes back there is funny, man. Take your funny ass back there and go do them dishes. That's what's funny. And so he said that and everybody started laughing. And I was like, man, why I always gotta do this? Nobody else do the dishes. They always made me do them. I was one of the most valuable people, but they got me doing all the grunt work. I was stronger than a lot of people. But anyway, they never swapped up with the people doing the dishes. You know what I'm saying? I always wound up doing the dishes. And they got the easy work up front. But anyway, so I go to the back. And he's like, yeah, man, you take your funny ass back there and do them damn dishes. So I say, all right. So I went to the back I used to bring my radio to work, man. Nice to jam out so I can have good music. So I reached in my pocket, because I reached in my pocket for something. And not too long ago, man, a holiday had just passed. So me and my boy Walter, and then we had some firecrackers, but we had some like M80s. We had the big stuff that sound like a shotgun, you know? M80s pretty much sticks of dynamite, you know? So I reached in my pocket, I still had 3 of them in my pocket, because these are the same pants I had wore on the day we had the holiday. I just threw them when they were black. I threw them on so I could work in them. They was already dirty. I was like, shit, I'm gonna get dirty at work. Might as well wear these. I'm gonna get grease on them, you know? So I still had 3 firecrackers in it. I said, you know what? I'm finna scare them. So at nighttime, when we used to take the trash out at night, instead of going out through the front, we just go through out to the back emergency exit door. Anytime we open it up, the alarm goes off. You know? But they know the door open. We'll prop it open and we'll take the trash out through the back like that. And then close it back and it locked. You know what I'm saying? So, since I also stock stuff in the back, I had an empty cardboard box next to me. So, man, what I did is I had my apron. I took a bunch of ketchup and I put it all on my apron and my shirt. And then I took the box. I lit the damn M80s from the stove. I threw them in the box. I pushed the back door open. The alarm goes off. I holler out, no, 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 no. Then you hear, pow, pow, pow. And I was like, oh, oh. So I run to the front. I'm falling on stuff. Man, the girls are screaming. Guess who the scaredest? Anthony. Anthony froze like a mug. Boy, he froze. I said, ah. And one of the girls is screaming like, don't come close to me, because she think I'm shot. You know, they just heard 3 supposedly gunshots. The emergency exit going off. I stand up and I said, I look, I said, oh, this is ketchup. I rub it, lick it. I said, oh, this is ketchup, man. Ain't nothing wrong. But I said, but I'm gonna go back here and finish these dishes. And Anthony looked like he shitted on himself. You know? But we used to have a good time, man. We used to have a good time up there, man. I had a manager. Well, I didn't really mention her name though. This is where things we had to part ways, because she liked me, but I ain't like her. I wasn't attracted to her. She was throwing a party one time. I'm still in high school. This is a grown woman, and she tried to slide me her number. I'm in the back washing dishes. She slid me her number, and she said, "Hey, I'm having a party, and I really like you to come." I'm just looking like, yeah. She handed me her number. Right next to me, I got the big ass garbage can, because I throw trash in there and then I rinse the stuff off, you know? Start washing it, hand wash it, and store it. So she give me her phone number. I have it in my hand. She turn around, I take it, I put it over the trash can. She turns around because she forgot to tell me something. And her phone number is going like this in the air. Oh, she blew up. She said, oh, so you one of them, huh? You don't like big girls. I say, nah, it's not I don't like big. I don't like you. That's it. I don't like you. So after that, man, she stopped. Anytime I came to work and she was working, she was managing. She was like, hey, we don't need you. You can go home. She said, I'm gonna stop your paycheck. I was like, man, I'm a kid in high school. I live at home with my parents. I said, I ain't like a lot of these. I said, I ain't a dropout like some of these cats. I ain't got no rent money to worry about. I ain't got no kids to worry about. So I'm still a kid, you know? And so people like, nah, man, we need him. We need Tony around now. She said, he can go home. We good. So she just started sending me home. And then my other manager, Marilyn, hey, Marilyn's fine. Marilyn, hey, you still out there? Holla at your guy, T Swin. Holla at your guy. Holla at your guy, man. Just hit me up and, you know, in the comment. Holla at you guys, man. Story time with T. Let's get these stories keep going. But Maryland was like, nah, we need you. We need you. Even after I quit that place, man, and they kept me in the system, man. I worked there for about 2, almost 3 years. I was a good employee, man. They kept me in the system. And they're like, Tony, we still got you in here, man. You gotta do is just come clock in, we need you. But now I knew that wasn't the end for me. For some people, that was the end. I came back to visit one time. This is after being in the military and starting a family. I came back and some people were still there, and they wasn't in managing position. One of the young ladies was, and she was cool. I got my food for free. Shout out. But yeah, man, we used to have some wild times up there, man. For the managers doing their thing in the office, to all kind of stuff, man. Crazy homeless people coming in there, slinging shit everywhere in the bathroom, fights with customers. And it kind of got me out of my shell during that time too, man. Cause I just hung with my little clique. I didn't really like hanging around people. So it made me be able to, it helped me to be able to interact with strangers and talk with people and talk with strangers. You know what I'm saying? They slapped me on the front counter. It helped my skills out. And I used to be nervous interacting with people. Man, after a while, man, I was good up there on the register. You know? So I do say it helps with customer service skills, you know, people skills, social skills. But man, I used to wild out there, man. I got a bunch of stuff. I used to scare customers like I don't know what, man. A lot of stuff you probably go to jail for today, man. But I used to scare customers all kind of ways, man. And they be like, this guy works here? But yeah, man. It's story time with T, man. Wilding out Wendy's. Man, tune in next week, man. Story time with T, man. She got T Swin. I'm out. Peace. Hey, it's me again. You got T Swin with Storytime with T. You can listen to Storytime with T on Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Overcast, Pocket Cast, and Radio Public. Support the show. Listen on the go anywhere. While you work out at the job, it's your guy T Swin, Storytime with T. Check it out, y'all. Support. Peace.
They say only the strong survive. But shit, I'm still here. Look, another day, another dollar for me to stack. Look, it ain't where you from, homeboy, it's by where you at. No, I'm not looking back, I'm looking straight ahead. Do what I gotta do to make it to get to the bread. Cause I want that good life, far from the hood life. Funny, my kids don't even know what the hood like. And that's how